I'm Davey. I'm awesome. And welcome to the Comment Corner, where you guys make comments on my videos and I respond every week. And in between responding to your comments. You know why the Grinch hates knock-knock jokes? Because he always knows who's there. Before we get into the comments, a quick announcement. My videos will all be uploaded like normal this week. Obviously barring something happening with like YouTube or my internet connection or whatever. But everything should be uploaded this week. Story video, wrestling review, Brothers Not Lovers Christmas movie review, and I even got a Davey's Awesome Food coming this week. However, next week, because of the fact that it's really hard to get all these things done and uploaded around Christmas time, like spending time with my family and stuff, this year, I'm taking Christmas week off. So the next Comment Corner and where I will resume as normal will be on the 2nd of January. So after this week, I'll see you next year. So now kicking off this week with last week's Comment Corner, the Christmas tree dad jokes. Daniel DeLeon69 commented, "Love that Christmas mug. Christmas tree, Christmas tree, Christmas tree, Christmas tree." Thank you. Had it for a couple years. And I love it too. Then Paul Jetto commented, "Wow, that was, well, the best answer to any of my questions. Thank you. Also, smoking is bad for you, dude." I'm glad you enjoyed his response. As far as the smoking thing, does he look like somebody who cares what's good or bad for him?
Pierce!
Then Paul Jetto commented, "Your cousin Vinny? Really? He's talked about it before. Even he doesn't know where he comes up with that crap." Now, funny enough, apparently the film bestie was really wasted this week. Because I was confused at first, because all the normal film bestie type comments are done by J-Spud. And the normal J-Spud type comment is done by the film bestie. Basically, he wasn't paying attention to which accounts he logged into. So J-Spud commented, "Davey, you are so insecure. Two men can disagree. Nothing wrong with that." That's fine, we can disagree, but I'm not going to sit here and let you shove your opinion down my throat. Then Jay McCool commented, "You know what the Christmas tree did after its bank closed? It started its own branch." Then Jay McCool commented, "That Spruce Willis one got me. He could do a movie with Keanu Reeves." Nice. Too bad they couldn't also get Philip Sycamore Hoffman in there. You know what band the Grinch hates the most? The Who. Then on my Davey's Awesome Stories, Working on Christmas, where I talked about working on Christmas, J-Spud commented, "Dude, I've worked almost every Christmas. Even sick. Like that last year we lived in Reno before going to California, and I was stuck at Blockbuster on Christmas. Sick as a dog." That is true. My brother has worked almost every Christmas since he's been working. He just always seems to pick a job that doesn't close on Christmas. Even now, he works at a casino. Then Paul Jetto commented, "I hate working Christmas. I'll work it if I'm scheduled to, but not if asked when I'm already off. No, sir. Nope." I think pretty much everybody's like that. Like, I've never voluntarily worked on Christmas. Even when I, again, didn't have an excuse not to. Like, I had nobody to spend it with, I was still like, if they're not going to make me, then I'm not going to go. Then Daniel DeLeon69 commented, "What happens to elves when they behave naughty? Santa gives them the sack." Then Jay McCool commented, "So the pharmacist is hired the store manager's boss?" No, the pharmacist is not technically their boss. In fact, the store manager is technically the pharmacist's boss, but it's more like on paper. The pharmacist has a lot more pull than the manager. The manager is much easier to replace. They're much more expendable. The pharmacist, on the other hand, they lose the pharmacist, they have to close the pharmacy. I've only heard about what happens when like a pharmacist resigns or gets really sick and has to take time off, and it's hell for them. Basically, if they can get somebody to fill in, then the pharmacy will be open. If not, it won't, because the pharmacy can't be open without a pharmacist. It's not legal. There has to be a pharmacist there. So again, even though they're technically below the store manager, they have a lot more pull than they do. Then Jay McCool commented, "If the general merchandise area doesn't make any money, then why do they all have them? To get you to come to this pharmacy versus that one." That's really it. The general merchandise area, again, Rite Aid, Walgreens, CVS, whatever, that part of the store makes no money. But it is to get you to decide to go to CVS versus Walgreens, or Rite Aid versus CVS, and so on and so forth. My pharmacy had an ice cream parlor, and that was one reason that people would come into that one versus the other one. Then Jay McCool commented, doesn't everywhere give holiday pay? No. No, they do not. Most places I've worked give out holiday pay. Restaurants generally don't, because probably for the same reason that restaurants, you generally don't even make minimum wage, because you're working on tips. And not only that, but I've also heard a lot of casinos do not do holiday pay, and according to my brother, he's actually never worked somewhere that gave holiday pay. So believe it or not, it's not something your company has to do, so if they do it, that shows they care about you a little bit. Then Jay McCool commented, guess I'm lucky because I've never had to work on Christmas. Yeah, well, rub it in. You know the Grinch's favorite board game? Meanopoly. Then on my Davy's Awesome Wrestling, where I reviewed NXT Deadline 2023, Paul Jetto commented, I feel like NXT is dwindling in quality lately. They really need to step up. This was a fun enough deadline, just not exciting. I thought the event itself was really good, but I will also concede that I wasn't like, oh, I gotta see this, except to review it. So if I wasn't reviewing them, it probably would have been something that I'll get to it when I get to it. So I get what you're saying. But with how good it was, hopefully it's a sign that they're starting to step things back up. Then Daniel DeLeon69 commented, since this is the last PPV for WWE in 2023 and the show was solid, I give NXT Deadline 3 out of 5. Okay, I give it a 4. Then Jay McCool commented, wow, if NXT keeps putting on shows like this, I may have to start watching NXT again. At this point with NXT, I wouldn't say you're like missing out, just like WWE, but like I said, hopefully it's a sign things are turning around. Because NXT used to be like the best thing out there. You know how fast the Grinch's sled can go? Max speed. Then on my Davy's Awesome Movies, where I reviewed the sequel to an awesome Christmas movie, Jingle All the Way 2, Daniel DeLeon69 commented, I heard a lot of people say that the second movie of Jingle All the Way was a masterpiece. They lied to you. Then Paul Jetto commented, I never knew Jingle All the Way had a sequel with Larry the Cable Guy, no less. No way, lol. Like I said, don't get your hopes up. It's not as good as the first one. Then Nikki B. Jammin commented, not this guy. Damn it, Larry! Yeah. Then Nikki B. Jammin commented, hey, those Furby toys were watching me and talking about me, forming their own language. Really random and bizarre behavior for some toys. Lol. Okay. Then J. Spud commented, hated the first. I didn't make it halfway through this. Dang, bro, why review such a bad movie? Like I said in the review, if it wasn't for the fact that it was a sequel to one I love, wouldn't have reviewed it. The first Jingle All the Way was a masterpiece. And then the film bestie commented, oh god, this is unbearable. Why so many films about Christmas and yet none about the true horrors of this holiday? It's so unfair that the margin of my people that suffer through this excruciating Yuletime jamboree have to go unheard. I am speaking, of course, about those poor souls who have to sell at the inflated prices just to bring them down the day after. It's awful. An entrepreneur should not have to white-knuckle their way through such agony that a company's having to drop prices. It's madness, I tell you. Anyhow, I probably won't be able to comment next week, as I'll be hunkering down with nunchucks and tracksuit in an undisclosed location to avoid those pesky carolers and their incessant holiday time. Shenanigans! That being said, I leave you with the quotation lyrics from my all-time favorite song, Keep Their Heads Ringin', by my main man, Dogman, Dr. Dre. Hey, you sitting over there, you better get up out of your chair and work your body down. No time to F around, cause we gone. This song always brings my spirits up during this holiday, and Mother's Day for some reason. Kind of like a tall glass of GJ, that's ground juice. It's rather unpleasant to the taste, but it helps bowel movement, so I can't complain. But I will anyway. Last time I drank this foul concoction, tracksuit touched my leg. It was awful. Just awful. She is to boundaries what diversity is to the clan. It's really disturbing how she keeps offering to give me a bath and nunchucks allows it, so that she can have time to hang out with my anti-Semitic uncle. I'm really sure I would be worried. He gifted her a big stack of blank diaries with menacing-looking arrows pointed to my name on them. All the horrors that kiddie pools give me because of the memories of that day. Wow, my brother Josh, the film bestie, I wasn't aware you were Jewish. Then Jay McCool commented, I love the first one, but this one I could barely get through it. I agree that Larry the Cable Guy's stand-up is funny, but his movies are awful. It happens sometimes. Some comedians can go back and forth, some of them not really. Then the final comment this week, Jay McCool commented, BTW, I counted 3 Daddy's Home 2 references. You should review that one. Maybe next year. I'm kind of done with the Christmas movies this year, but maybe. But I feel like I'd have to do Daddy's Home 1. And I like that movie, but I wouldn't say it's a alternative B-rated cult flick. You know what happened when the Grinch went to the flea circus? He stole the show. So there you have it. That's my Comic Corner this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, make sure to hit like, hit subscribe, hit the little bell so you get notifications when I post the videos, and leave a comment of your own to be in the next Comic Corner that will come out on the 2nd. Love you guys. Have a Merry Christmas.